New York City, a symphony of honking horns, bustling crowds, and yellow taxis weaving through concrete canyons. It's a city that never sleeps, and its streets pulse with a constant flow of energy. But amidst this chaotic ballet, a set of rules governs the movement of millions. These are the traffic rules of New York, a vital code of conduct that ensures the safety and efficiency of this urban jungle. Imagine a city without traffic rules, a free-for-all where chaos reigns. Accidents would be rampant, gridlock would be the norm, and navigating the streets would be a terrifying ordeal. Traffic rules, though sometimes perceived as a nuisance, are the invisible threads that hold this city's transportation network together. They are the difference between order and anarchy, between safety and danger. In this concrete jungle, understanding and respecting traffic rules is not optional, it's essential. Whether you're a seasoned New Yorker or a first-time visitor, these rules are your guide to navigating the city's complex web of streets and avenues. From the flashing lights of Times Square to the quiet residential streets of Brooklyn, these rules apply everywhere, ensuring a smoother, safer journey for all. So, buckle up and join us as we delve into the world of NYC traffic rules, exploring their purpose, their impact, and why they are crucial for everyone who dares to navigate the city that never sleeps. Traffic signals, those ubiquitous red, yellow, and green lights, are the universal language of the road, and New York City is no exception. They dictate the flow of traffic, providing order and preventing chaos at intersections. But these signals are more than just colored lights. They are a silent agreement between drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians. A shared understanding that ensures everyone reaches their destinations safely. A green light signals the go-ahead, a beacon of hope for drivers eager to conquer the next block. Yellow, the color of caution, warns of an impending red light, urging drivers to slow down and prepare to stop. And red, the universal symbol for halt, demands a complete stop, a moment of pause before the cycle begins anew. But traffic signals are not just about stopping and going, they also govern turning movements. Green arrows, those beacons of left-turn liberation, allow drivers to safely navigate intersections without impeding oncoming traffic. Flashing yellow arrows, a more recent addition to the city's traffic lexicon, signal a yield before turning, reminding drivers to proceed with caution. Understanding and obeying traffic signals is paramount for a safe and efficient journey through New York City. These seemingly simple lights play a vital role in preventing accidents, maintaining traffic flow, and ensuring that the city's bustling streets remain a symphony of movement rather than a cacophony of collisions. New York City's streets are a shared space, a dynamic environment where cars, buses, cyclists, and pedestrians converge. In this intricate dance of movement, right-of-way rules act as a choreographer, dictating who has priority and ensuring a smooth flow of traffic. These rules prevent conflicts, reduce confusion, and ultimately save lives. At uncontrolled intersections where traffic signals are absent, the right-of-way goes to the vehicle on the right. This simple rule, enshrined in the city's traffic code, establishes a clear hierarchy, preventing hesitation and potential collisions. It's a reminder that even in the absence of flashing lights, order can prevail. Pedestrians, the lifeblood of the city, also have their rightful place in the right-of-way hierarchy. At crosswalks, drivers are required to yield to pedestrians, acknowledging their vulnerability and ensuring their safe passage. This rule, though often flouted in the city's hustle and bustle, is a reminder that human life takes precedence over vehicular convenience. Cyclists too have a role to play in this intricate dance. While they must adhere to traffic signals and signs, drivers are obligated to share the road, providing cyclists with adequate space and respecting their right to navigate the city on two wheels. This shared responsibility ensures a safer, more harmonious coexistence between different modes of transportation. Speed limits, often seen as a nuisance by drivers eager to reach their destinations, are in reality a crucial safety measure, especially in a densely populated city like New York. They set a maximum speed for vehicles, ensuring that drivers maintain a safe and manageable pace, reducing the risk of accidents and mitigating their severity. In New York City, the default speed limit is 25 miles per hour, a deliberate choice aimed at creating a safer environment for all road users. This reduced speed limit gives drivers more time to react to unexpected situations, pedestrians more time to cross the street safely, and cyclists a fighting chance in case of a collision. While some drivers may grumble about the seemingly low speed limits, the data speaks for itself. Studies have shown that even small reductions in speed can significantly reduce the likelihood of a crash and the severity of injuries sustained in an accident. Speed limits, though sometimes perceived as an impediment to swift travel, are in reality a cornerstone of road safety. They are a reminder that in a city where pedestrians, cyclists, and vehicles share the same asphalt arteries, responsible driving is not about speed but about safety. Section 5. Pedestrian Safety, Protecting the City's Striders. Pedestrians, the lifeblood of New York City, navigate a concrete jungle where cars reign supreme. Protecting these vulnerable road users is paramount, and the city has implemented a series of regulations aimed at ensuring their safety amidst the urban hustle. Crosswalks, those zebra-striped havens for pedestrians, are sacred ground. Drivers are required to yield to pedestrians within these designated crossing zones, acknowledging their right to safe passage. Jaywalking, though tempting in the city that never sleeps, is strongly discouraged, as it increases the risk of pedestrian vehicle collisions. Traffic signals, with their walk, don't walk indicators, provide pedestrians with a clear directive, dictating when it's safe to cross and when to wait patiently on the curb. Pedestrians are encouraged to make eye contact with drivers before stepping into the crosswalk, ensuring that they are seen and acknowledged. Sidewalks, those concrete pathways flanking the city's streets, offer pedestrians a designated space, free from the encroachment of vehicles. Drivers are prohibited from blocking crosswalks and sidewalks, ensuring that pedestrians have a clear and unobstructed path. New York City recognizes the importance of pedestrian safety, and these regulations are a testament to that commitment. By respecting these rules, both drivers and pedestrians can contribute to a safer urban environment where walking is not a risky endeavor but an enjoyable experience. Section 6. Cyclist Safety. Sharing the road with two wheels. Bicycles, once a niche mode of transportation, have become increasingly popular in New York City, adding another layer of complexity to the urban traffic flow. Ensuring the safety of cyclists, who share the road with larger, faster vehicles, requires a combination of infrastructure, education, and enforcement. Bike lanes, those designated strips of asphalt reserved for cyclists, provide a dedicated space for two-wheeled commuters, separating them from vehicular traffic and reducing the risk of collisions. Cyclists are encouraged to utilize these lanes whenever possible, adhering to traffic signals and signs just like their motorized counterparts. Drivers, in turn, must be aware of the increasing presence of cyclists on the road, sharing the space responsibly, and providing adequate clearance when passing. Right turns on red, a common maneuver for drivers, require extra caution in the presence of cyclists, who may be traveling straight through the intersection. Helmets, though not mandatory for adults, are strongly encouraged for all cyclists, providing an extra layer of protection in case of a fall or collision. Visibility is key, especially during low light conditions, and cyclists are urged to equip their bikes with front and rear lights to enhance their visibility to other road users. New York City is still evolving into a truly bike-friendly city, but with increased awareness, shared responsibility, and continued investment in cycling infrastructure, the streets can become a safer space for both cyclists and drivers. Section 7. Parking Regulations, the dreaded search for a spot. Finding a parking spot in New York City is often compared to a competitive sport, a test of patience, skill, and sometimes sheer luck. With millions of vehicles vying for limited curb space, parking regulations, though often perceived as a nuisance, are essential for maintaining order, ensuring safety, and preventing complete chaos. Alternate side parking, a quintessential New York experience, requires drivers to move their vehicles on designated days and times to allow for street cleaning. While this may seem like an unnecessary inconvenience, it's crucial for keeping the city's streets clean and free of debris. Parking meters, those ubiquitous metal sentinels guarding prime curb space, are not merely a revenue-generating scheme. They are a tool for managing parking demand, encouraging turnover, and ensuring that parking spaces are available for those who need them. Residential parking permits, a coveted prize for car-owning New Yorkers, provide residents with a designated parking zone, offering a respite from the endless hunt for a legal spot. These permits help to alleviate parking congestion in residential areas, ensuring that residents have a place to park their vehicles. Parking regulations, though sometimes frustrating, are a necessary evil in a city where parking spaces are a precious commodity. By adhering to these rules, drivers can contribute to a more orderly and efficient parking ecosystem, making the dreaded search for a spot a little less painful. Section 8. Data and Anecdotes, Evidence of Improvement. The effectiveness of New York City's traffic regulations is not just a matter of conjecture, it's backed by data and anecdotal evidence. The city has made significant strides in improving road safety, thanks in part to stricter enforcement, enhanced infrastructure, and increased public awareness. Traffic fatalities have been on a downward trend in recent years, a testament to the city's commitment to Vision Zero, a multi-pronged initiative aimed at eliminating traffic deaths and serious injuries. Pedestrian fatalities in particular have seen a marked decline, thanks in part to increased pedestrian safety measures and stricter enforcement of pedestrian right-of-way laws. The implementation of bike lanes coupled with increased cyclist education and awareness campaigns has contributed to a decrease in cyclist fatalities and injuries. Drivers are becoming more accustomed to sharing the road with cyclists, and the presence of dedicated bike infrastructure has made cycling a safer mode of transportation. Anecdotal evidence from residents and visitors alike suggests that the city's streets are becoming more orderly and predictable. Drivers are more likely to obey traffic signals and yield to pedestrians, and the overall flow of traffic has improved, thanks in part to stricter enforcement of traffic laws. While New York City's traffic situation is far from perfect, these improvements demonstrate that traffic regulations, when combined with infrastructure improvements, public education, and robust enforcement, can make a tangible difference in road safety. Section 9. Conclusion. A safer city for all. Navigating the bustling streets of New York City can feel like navigating a complex and often chaotic dance. Yet, amidst the honking horns and sea of yellow taxis, a set of rules governs the movement of millions, ensuring a semblance of order and, most importantly, safety. Traffic rules, though sometimes perceived as a nuisance or an afterthought, are the invisible threads that hold this city's transportation network together. They are the difference between order and anarchy, between a safe commute and a potential tragedy. Whether you're a driver, a cyclist, a pedestrian, or a passenger on the city's iconic subway system, understanding and respecting these rules is not just a legal obligation, it's a social contract that we all share. It's about looking out for one another, recognizing our shared vulnerability on the streets, and contributing to a safer, more efficient urban environment. So, the next time you're tempted to speed through a yellow light, roll through a stop sign, or jaywalk across a busy avenue, remember that your actions have consequences. By choosing to obey traffic rules, you're not just avoiding a ticket, you're making a conscious decision to prioritize safety, yours and everyone else's. In the concrete jungle of New York City, where the streets pulse with a constant flow of energy, traffic rules are not just suggestions. They are the key to a safer, more civilized, and ultimately, more enjoyable urban experience for all.